Hey guys, it's Cookie627. Today I just wanted to do a quick little overview of my current gaming rig, my peripherals, my setup, and improvements I'd like to make to it in the future. So starting off with the peripherals, we have the Kotayan Each G2000 headphones with LED lighting. I like them personally. They have fantastic sound quality. They're quite comfy. I love the LED lighting, and overall they were cheap, effective, and good for me. Next up, we have the Red Dragon Centrophous gaming mouse with 2 side buttons for extra game control, adjustable DPI settings, 6 total buttons. It makes a great, cheap alternative to a high-end gaming mouse. Unfortunately, next up is this cheap little Micro Center keyboard I got for a couple of bucks a few years ago when I did a Raspberry Pi build. Does it game well? No. But does it function? Yes, and that's all I really care about at this point. This is what you're currently hearing the audio on. This little $15 condenser mic I got on Amazon a couple of years ago is not the best mic, but it's good for 15 bucks, and in my opinion, it's a damn steal for what it costs. This little monitor I found at a thrift store at about the same time I found the keyboard during my Raspberry Pi build. This little 1440 by 900 19.5-inch monitor is no 4K gaming monitor. It's 60Hz refresh rate, 1440 by 900, and I have no idea what the response time is, but it works for me and it looks nice, and it was a pretty good steal for what it is. Now moving on to hardware, this is the Corsair SPEC 02 mid-tower gaming case, costing me around 50 bucks. It's a fantastic case, has plenty of room for a large graphics card, CPU, cooler, SSDs, 5.5-inch drives for optical drives, 3.5-inch drives for hard drives, and 2.5-inch drives for SSDs. What you'll find inside this Corsair SPEC 02 is an AMD FX 6300 processor cooled by a Hyper TX3 that does a fantastic job with 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM by G.SKill, along with an R9 280X graphics card XFX edition, all slapped together on an ASUS AMD Pro Gaming 970 motherboard, so I can overclock the FX 6300 to 4.3 GHz. Supplying power for all this hardware is the Sentey xPlus 725 watt power supply. While it's not the best power supply out there, it definitely does the job. It's non-modular, so cable management was a bit of a toughie, but the Corsair SPEC 02 case dealt with it perfectly fine. The hard drive is a refurbished 320GB hard drive I got for about $15 at Micro Center. It doesn't hold all my stuff quite, so I have to put some stuff on an external hard drive, but it works just fine for me. Up front, I have 140mm to 140mm fans, all shoved inside this Corsair SPEC 02. Now I think it's fair to stop talking about performance and start showing you it. Tested in Far Cry 3 using fraps, averaged around 60 to 70 frames per second, which is quite good for Far Cry 3. However, the graphics card did get very hot, and that's my biggest issue with the R9 280X, is that it runs extremely hot. Overall though, the system performed quite well on Far Cry 3. This is the only game I'm going to be testing. It's a fantastic game, but that's the only game I'm going to be testing today, so this is kind of a mini video, so thanks for watching. So yeah, I know this isn't kind of the normal video that I usually do, but I'm getting a new graphics card in a couple of days. I'm getting a GTX 1066 gig, and I know, don't start whining at me, I know the 6300 will bottleneck it, but not much, so you're just going to have to deal with that. By the way, the gameplay you're seeing here in the background is Payday 2. And I know I'm not using a screen recorder, and it's not because I don't have one that won't crash my computer or anything. I mean, that is true. Right now, OBS, there's a glitch where it just destroys my computer. But it's getting fixed, so that's nice. But anyways, so I wanted to get this angle because it records my entire setup and not just the gameplay, so I wanted to get that. And I know this isn't the video I normally do, but I wanted to kind of give my current computer a little bit of love, a little bit of attention, and maybe get some opinions from the community. So, anyways, I'd like to say thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and see you in the next one.